Welcome to BlackExcellist.com, the site where we celebrate Black excellence, opulence, and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you. Hello and welcome back. In this Black Excellist presentation, African American neighborhoods or Black communities are types of ethnic enclaves found in many cities in the United States. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. Fort Washington, Maryland. This prosperous community is located just south of Washington, D.C. and has an average family income of $104,000. This little starport down the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. was once the only defensive fort protecting the U.S. Capitol. Fort Washington is an upper-middle-class Black community with a 68% African-American population. Young professionals with families and college students predominantly live in Fort Washington. The median home value for Fort Washington is $305,000. Number 4. Brandywine, Maryland. Brandywine is recognized as one of the most flourishing African-American cities in the United States, with a median family income of $118,000. This is another upscale, upper-middle-class community in Prince George's County, with 66% of its population being African-American. This predominantly Black neighborhood is surrounded by parks and wildlife areas that make it feel like it's a world apart from nearby Washington, D.C. The median home value for Brandywine is $315,000. Number 3. Mitchellville, Maryland. This upper-middle-class community has an average family income of $121,000. It has a makeup of 84% African Americans and can boast of its excellent schools and a high school graduation rate of 80%. Most Mitchellville students go on to colleges like nearby Johns Hopkins University, Georgetown University, and the U.S. Naval Academy. Mitchellville, too, is a prosperous African-American gated community in Prince George's County in Maryland. Residents of Mitchellville take tremendous pride in their friendly community and beautiful homes. The median home value for Mitchellville is $327,000. Number 2. Rosaryville, Maryland. This upper-middle-class community is another neighborhood within Prince George's County with an average family income of $117,000. It has a makeup of 80% African Americans. With its close proximity to Washington, D.C., Rosaryville has access to many arts and entertainment venues, such as museums, performing arts spots, golfing, as well as nightlife activities. Rosaryville's story is emblematic of the socioeconomic and demographic evolution of Prince George's County that occurred in the mid-1980s. Against the strong resistance of many large national builders who perceived Prince George's County as a cheap retreat for urban African Americans who couldn't afford upscale amenities for their homes, Black buyers rushed to embrace elaborate features such as two-car garages, brick, and lush landscaping. The median home value for Rosaryville is $300,000. Number 1. Woodmoor, Maryland. Rounding off our list at the number 1 spot is a prosperous upscale community in, yes, you guessed it, Prince George's County, Maryland. As with all of the Prince George communities on our top 10 list, Woodmoor is an ideal location for first-time buyers, young families, as well as professionals who work in Washington, D.C. This prestigious community is 84% African American and has a median family income of $140,000. Woodmoor is an affluent African American gated community centered on a private country club and golf course, the Country Club at Woodmoor. The golf course was designed by Arnold Palmer. Home values in Woodmoor are among the highest in the state of Maryland, demonstrating both the sophisticated tastes and buying power of the predominantly African American market. It is one of the most well-educated cities in the U.S., where 58% of adults have earned a bachelor's degree from college. Woodmoor is home to the popular amusement park Six Flags America. The median home value for Woodmoor is $398,000. please add to the comments below.